What's up, everyone? Wizard Attack. Vomit Tank. That's an interesting username. Ale the Green Bonbon. What's up, guys? Steel. How's it going? We are back at it again with another building live stream. We're going to be making more progress on Lonely Freddy, hopefully. My thought for today was, I was trying to make up my mind if I wanted to do the head or the body. So I think it would be easiest if I just stick with the body for now, and then we'll save the head for its own kind of like live stream thing. And yeah, what's up, everyone? I see some new people hopping in. I guess before I meant to write myself a little note so I knew what to talk about at the start of this. Before we get into it too much, I did end up putting the tripod back on my other webcam for today, at least. If you were here last week, I had a sort of shoulder-mounted camera? That's the word. And it was a little shaky, so I was trying to make it better. I even ended up dropping about $50 on this gimbal, which works. It's really cool. I just have to figure out how to mount it to my shoulder still. It's a little janky trying to figure it out, but basically I wasn't able to get it done quite in time for today's live, but what I did do was I purchased one, and then I've been kind of designing / modifying this chest piece kind of like this to be able to sort of sit on my shoulder like that, and then this is even, I can kind of see, to be able to sit on my shoulder like this. I want to paint it once it's all done so it'll kind of look cool, but at the moment I'm still working on attaching this either on the front or on the back. I'm not 100% sure yet. And then on here I'll be able to attach this. So we'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to get that done in time for next week, but hopefully it'll look cool. We'll see. But yeah, so for now, we just went back to this one right here. So it's just on a tripod at the moment. But yeah. So let's see. You guys prefer this view? Top down? This one? Wait. I forget which one I set these to. I was messing with all my webcams and now they're all out of order. Okay, that's a pretty good one, I think, right? I'm messing stuff up, guys. Not me accidentally increasing the size of my font on my desktop for some reason. I don't even know how I did that. Rolled over my cord. Man, everything's going wrong. This is fine. Let's just put it on this one for now. There we go. My desk is a little messy currently because I did not have time to clean it. Or technically I did, but I procrastinated it. So, that's how that's going. Wait, if I put this here, I can see myself in the mirror. Oh my goodness. Perfect. I think this was left over from last week. Yeah. Hey. Sorry, I didn't really look at the chat at all. What's up, everybody? Came to watch me build? Well, you came to the right place. So I think what we'll do to get started, because basically with this guy, I'm gonna be making him mostly identical to Helpy here. So I think if we start with his arms, or maybe his legs, maybe we'll start with his legs. Whew. I got some more brown fabric. Man, I'd be really saying just words sometimes. I want to swap this to that one. Wait. No. Where is it? There was one I swear I liked. Is it this one? I think it might have been this one. Yeah. That should be fine. Okay. Now we can start. Kind of. Ah! Hey, what's up, the 16 people in chat? Alright. I think the easiest way to go about this would be to cover his legs here first, and then, or his feet first, and then do the legs after. So to do that, I think I can actually just disconnect his feet. I did these screws here, if I'm remembering correctly. We'll find out. Do plush trap. I technically already did plush trap years ago, and I like the character, but I'm not really super interested in doing any more plush traps. I'm kind of all evil bunnied out, if that makes sense. That's not entirely true, but okay, I'm gonna have to re-glue this, but no, that didn't really work nearly as well as I thought it was going to. Guess we'll just do it how I originally thought. For some reason I thought the wire was going to come out too, and I was like, wait, it doesn't really make any sense. You're gonna give Freddy a minigun? Hell yeah. Y'all, did you see the Freddy Fanta leak? It's the stupidest leak I've ever seen, but also I kind of want to buy a can just to set on my shelf. Just cause like, it's Freddy Fazbear. Come on guys, it's Freddy! There are way too many evil bunnies in the series. It's always a rabbit. Why is it always a rabbit? That's all I want to know. Let's cut this in half here. Should hopefully be enough to do both feet. Do Funtime Foxy's eyes? Do you mean like the cat eyes? Kind of like this one? Or do you mean like the pinpoint eyeballs? You guys gotta be specific. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, basically all I did was kind of cut this little hole like this. You can drape it around this bit, glue it all down. Put the seam on the inside of the foot here like that. Be relatively easy to glue. Arms will get out of the way. Move your arms! That's not how you move arms. That's your fucking face, bro. Why is Freddy lonely? Is he stupid? He might be a little dumb, for all I know. But maybe he is. He was just born that way. Can't help it. Oh yeah, most of my fabric stuff is a little patchy too. A bit on the patchwork side. I don't really have a strict way of doing fabric. If I leave a visible seam, I'll usually highlight it with paint because I think patchwork stuff kind of looks cooler anyway. You unfun-timed my Foxy? Bro. Also Goofy. Bro, now his leg doesn't want to get out of the way. Ah. Okay, basically, I'm not going to cover the bottoms of his feet so he can still move. I'm just going to end up probably painting them black and then silver, like how I have Helpy's feet. But basically all I got to do is glue this and then pull it tight, and then I can trim around this edge here. And add Freddy to when fate comes knocking. How do you know he's not already in the series? He's in the background, you gotta look for him. I am a notorious liar. That's a joke. I always tell the truth. Can we get CG5 back in the When Fate Comes Knocking lore? I'll see what I can do. Ooh, did any of y'all see my new showcase? I put it out the other day. I don't know if people are getting notifications anymore. Cause like, I don't know, YouTube be wild sometimes. Okay. Last little bit here on the front of his toe. Boogly boogly, bitch. Oh my god. Some days I think I'm normal, and then other days I'm like this. I get no more gummy bears, I only get gummy chickens. What the fuck does that even mean? Keep dying on night 2 of Sister Location. Well, just because it's one of my favorite FNAF games doesn't mean I'll be any help. I've never actually played it. Kind of a wild thing to say considering how many Funtime characters I've made. I'm trying to remember which one's Night 2. Is that the Funtime Freddy one? I think it's Funtime Freddy. Like the... Is it electric that's Among Us, I'm pretty sure. How the plot thickens. It's the babies thing? No, night 2, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, someone's. Demonic Barbie says Valora and Funtime Freddy. I'm pretty sure that was the second night. Isn't night 4 the baby one? Like the really notoriously difficult spring lock suit thing? Did that ever get confirmed to be Funtime Chica? Or do you guys think it could have been one of the new animatronics from Secret of the Mimic from like Edwin's place, since technically sister location takes place in the same area, just underground, right? Am I crazy? Like, I'm pretty sure it was refurbished into the sister location, right? And then the Pizzaplex was built on top of where the factory section was, I think. I could be totally wrong on that, but that is what I remember. The Bitty Babs? I thought the Bitty Babs was night 1. Honestly, it's been a really long time, so I don't remember. Is that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's part night 1. I think. I don't even know. You're confused? I'm freaking confused, bro. Don't mind that. I know I'm not in the POV right now. It's just easier. I don't know what it is about trying to work on a table, but somehow the item I'm working on always ends up in my lap somehow. Like, I'm not sure how that happens, it just does. FNAF 2 trailer thought? FNAF 2 trailer. I'm so hyped, guys. Mangle is on a car! 10 out of 10, absolute cinema. I can't wait to see it. That's not it. Wait. I really gotta label these better. There it is. I'm so hyped for the new FNAF movie. It looks like they're going even crazier with everything, which I am 1000% down for. Cause like, it's cool. Okay, now I'm just gonna glue around this bottom section here to make sure it's all not gonna come up later. I've said this before, but you can use the end of your hot glue gun once it's heated up to kind of not mold hot glue, but like help shape it a little bit. Like you can use it to remelt some parts if needed. I like to use the side of it to try to smooth stuff out. It works a lot better than your finger in the long run. Finger. Kid named Finger. I don't even remember what that meme is from. Breaking Bad, that's what it was. Kid named Finger. I don't even know. You know, I've never actually watched Breaking Bad. I only know it from the memes. And that it was popular like 10 years ago. Saul Goodman, though, MVP. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do. There we go. Boom. One toe done. I'll probably paint his toes on the end here rather than making them 3D. And I'll probably paint it the same color as what I do for his torso section here on the belly. But yeah. Ta-da! Now, for the same thing, again! Ugh! What do I think of Evo? I don't even know what that is, to be honest. I think everyone has personal beef with the like tinier animatronics, because for some reason it's always the little animatronics that are the most annoying, right? Like Balloon Boy was the first annoying smaller animatronic, because the cupcake wasn't even really a character until later. It was just sort of an accessory for Chica, and like, I don't know. Ballum Boy. Yeah, the Mini Music Men. That section in Ruin. Okay, that's actually one of the games I played. The Mini Music Men. Love the design. Absolutely killer. I love that they have like broken little rabbit ears and stuff. I love it. I hate the section that they're in the game though. That section is the worst. Anyway, that's my opinion on the Mini Music Men. They're really cool, but also screams in pain. Should. Murders Balloon Boy in the past. If you were able to kill baby Balloon Boy so that he doesn't show up in the future FNAF games, would you travel back in time and do that? Now there's an ethical question for you. Why did everyone say yes? I could see it within like 2 minutes. The entire FNAF community comes together to remove Balloon Boy from the lore. I think the entire FNAF community should just pretend that Balloon Boy doesn't exist. Just never acknowledge him again, and if somebody brings him up, be like, that's an OC, bro. That's not a real FNAF character. Similarly to how Megamind is a standalone film with no sequels. No sequels or other series in the series. No. Only one movie. It's a shame we only got the one. Wah, wah. Oh my god. I just had like a Vietnam flashback of Megamind 2. Oh god, how they massacred my boy. I want to yeet Balloon Boy into the void. Honestly, based. I will say, Balloon Boy in FNAF 1, the little doll thing, the first time I watched the movie, the first jump scare did get me. And I was so mad that the first jump scare that actually got me was Balloon Boy. Just randomly. I was like, no! No! Screaming and crying. Though, Buff Helpy, that's an official canon character. According to Into the Pit. What about Boy's siblings Dee Dee and JJ? Well, They are also annoying. But less so. So they can stay. It's just Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy's gotta go. You give me Major Will Wood fan vibes? Okay. What's Major Will Wood fan vibes mean? Oh yeah, I guess if we're counting Ultimate Custom Night. I forget. Balloon Boy's in Ultimate Custom Night, isn't he? Pretty sure. Or is it just DD? Oh, oh, how unfortunate. Oh my god. I remember watching Daco on a live stream, like, lose his fucking mind to that shit. Simpler times. How's all y'all's week been? Last week for me felt like the longest week in existence, and then this week was just sort of done in a flash. I don't know what happened. But we still kicking. We still crafting. That's the important part. Yeah, Daco really went through it for that. I'm so glad he's in the movies, cause like, even as like a cameo, like bro deserves it. Like I was upset that Markiplier wasn't in the first one. Like not actually upset, but like I was like, oh man. But like, besides the meme of Markiplier being the king of FNAF, I low-key think Daco probably deserves that title more. Not that Markiplier doesn't enjoy the FNAF games or has good content around them. It's just, I feel like Daco it's like Daco's entire thing, you know? Like, he's way more into it. So, like, if anyone deserves the title of FNAF King, my vote would go to Daco. But that's just me. I know some people are biased towards Markiplier. I love Mark. It's just, he's said kind of numerous times that he's not the biggest FNAF fan anymore. I don't know. Times change. It would be cool if he's in the sequel. I'm low-key kind of super hyped that it's not gonna only take place in a restaurant this time. Cause like, I really liked the first one, but the set felt kind of small. Like, it felt like there was like maybe 4 locations in the entire movie. Like, outside the pizzeria, inside the pizzeria, the office, the house, and then just like transitional sets. I guess the restaurant was one. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm nitpicking a little too much now. But I like movies, so I kind of see all the little details a lot. Though, I will say, one of the reasons I'm so freaking hyped about Mangle being on a car is just, like, from a behind-the-scenes perspective. Like, that shot alone, they must have... I don't think they just strapped Mangle to the top of a car for that to film it. I think they modified the car to have it so that it looks like he's on top, but she's just like physically attached to the roof for the stunt or something. It'd be really cool if the car flips or something. It'd be kind of like a Secret of a Mimic Easter egg, even though they've been working on it since before that came out. It'd be cool. I realize I'm kind of just rambling and not even checking the comments, but I'm sure you guys are 100% agreeing with me and not distracted by anything else. Yeah! Times do change. Whoa. Bro just noticed the concept of time? Time isn't real. That's just a game mechanic in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. Time is an illusion created by Big Clock Company to sell you more clocks. I don't know why this piece of hot glue is here, so I'm ripping it off. Alright, boom. Both toes, both feet are covered officially. Lovely, lovely. Now we can get into the legs section. Though I guess we've kind of been doing the legs this whole time, but we're just not going to talk about it. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the way I did it was I kind of just started on the back side here, glued it a little bit, then looped it around, and glued it on the seam. I'm going to try my best to like replicate about the same size as Helpy's leg here. Right here. So that they're about the same size. Hopefully. So for that, I'm gonna cut a strip of this off. And for those wondering, yes, this is the same brown fabric I used on Tiny Bindi. Fine. David, don't spam, not the maniac. I'll have to put you in a holding cell. Oh my god, when Fate Comes Knocking reference? Holding cell? More like, ah! Anyway. Little David is gonna be a future live stream. At the moment, we're working on this one. I couldn't think of his name. This one. But yeah, I honestly don't really care about seams all that much. In fact, I just like to highlight them sometimes with paint. Because I feel like, I don't know, if it looks too perfect, it doesn't look as good. I don't know. Some people really like insane accuracy. So like, I totally get that. But me, I kind of just like to go for my own thing. So, okay. So, almost got his little leg here figured out. Nip it here. Enough fabric. Should be more than enough fabric, hopefully. I think if I glue it on the bottom here first, it'll work better. We need more lore on when fate comes knocking. It's coming, guys, I swear. It's literally one of the projects I work on almost every day. So, you just gotta be patient. Probably should have made sure his legs will still work before gluing this like a bunch, but I'm pretty confident in my ability to not mess this up, hopefully. Hopefully, question mark? Hold this up a little. That's fine. Hopefully. Damn, I might have snipped that a little far. Oh well. Remember, guys, measure. Wait, that's not the phrase. Cut twice, measure once. Wait. Measure once, cut twice. Yeah, that's probably it. Only this other foot was a little more cooperative. Let's see here. Ooh, what are we talking about? Measure twice, cut once? No, we like to live life dangerously here. Ain't nobody got time for that. I might have messed up a little, but that's fine. I can make it work. Probably. Hell, piece of pipe bomb. What are we even talking about? What if measure, cut, measure again just to be sure? Or I don't do that. Let's see. I don't like these. How about cut and just don't measure ever? Oh, there's a new one. What do you guys say to that one, huh? What? That's weird thing to say, but okay. Your complaint is noted, and it noted, sure. Not gonna listen to it, but I mean, Inquisitor and Abacus is a pretty hardcore duo. They are pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to trim this top section here a little. No. We measured a little wrong here. Got a hole in his leg. Okay, I think I can fix that. It's just gonna take a minute. Excuse me. Freddy belly. I'll try to add that soon. Mostly trying to figure out how I'm gonna fix this. If I go like this. Who needs measuring? Measurements. What is this? The department store? Y'all think too highly of me. Measurements. Who needs them? I like freehand. Is that what this is? Freehanding it? I don't know. Could be. Maybe I made a new term. Kinda working. A little bit. Kind of. That's one way of describing it. realize you guys can't really see what I'm doing all that much. That's probably better. Oh. I'm currently trying to fix this front section. Kinda hard to see. I don't even know what y'all are talking about in the chat anymore. I was a little too in the zone. Talking about me? Bro. What a boring thing to talk about. This might just be easier to put another patch just on top of this than to try to fix it any further. Yeah, I'm just gonna put a little patch over this instead. Hopefully work just the same. It's just I'm more annoyed at myself than trying to get it right. Luckily this fabric is pretty dark, so I could probably hide some of these seams pretty easily. You want Freddy belly now? Bro. Very poor choice of words. I don't even know what that means. What am I supposed to glean from that? Release the Freddy. Release the Freddy belly. No. It's a topical joke there somewhere, but I ain't gonna make it. Some of this is just me tweaking it a little. Should still be able to move just fine, I think. Plenty of give. We don't talk about paint water. Yeah, I'm fresh out. I'm gonna just glue this bit on here and then trim it and hope for the best. Who needs to measure when you can kind of just wing it, you know? I like to live life dangerously. Have I heard of Madness Combat? I don't even know what that is. Is it like a game? Never know these days. It's a flash animation? That sounds kind of neat. Someone who dabbles in stop motion animation, anything animated automatically has my respect. Like, That shit's difficult. Hopefully the other leg won't take this long and we can just get it done in one go. Kinda like when Fate comes knocking? Oh, that's cool. Maybe I'll check it out. It's on Roblox? That's funny. I actually got a sponsorship offer from Roblox, apparently. I just don't have any videos to put it in, so I couldn't really do it. Maybe there's still time. War is on Roblox? Why are we fighting Roblox? Chapter 3 is probably one of my favorites. It's very unique. Not that all the chapters aren't a little unique, you know? But that's mostly covered. I love that somebody asked me how I do my fabric, and I'm like, yeah, it's not that hard. And then immediately I mess up. Oh well. There, one leg. Done for the most part. Now let's see if he still works. That would be a good thing to know. Dance, bitch. Dance. Yes! Yes! I do measure twice. Once after I cut. And the second time after I messed up the first time. Doing fabric is easy. Immediately. Ah! Screaming. Alright. Now, for the easy part. More fabric. Yippee! Alright, let's try this again. This way. This way. Supposed to start it with a curve. That's what it was. Ah. Yes, yes. It's right here. Shut up, Elmo. I took your voice box out for a reason. You talk too much. Hey, stupid old. I'm gonna do this. I'm not. ain't nobody got time to measure twice. Like twice as. You know how much. You know how much I could be snipping away in the time that I'm measuring. I could be doing so much work and or messing it up so much. What's the lore behind my name? That's an interesting question. Well, pretty simple actually. Couple of reasons. You know, I'll just take a second to explain. So this is kind of a personal thing, but a couple of reasons why I picked the name Skylar. One, I've had my YouTube channel, Skywarped33, for like well over 12 years, which is a lot. We do not speak that name here. And yeah, I just really like Skywarp, the Transformer, and I also really like looking up at the night sky, and sometimes sunsets are really pretty. So I guess it's kind of more of like a couple of things, like my YouTube channel, the Transformer, and just like the view, I suppose. Like, I don't know, I like the sky, and I don't know, that's pretty much it. I like Transformers. If you're on Twitter, you probably know my Transformer collection. Well, actually, those are all Skywarps, and then some Seekers. I used to collect every Transformer I could get my hands on as a kid, but that is far too expensive for me to do nowadays, so I pretty much solely collect either Seekers or Skywarp figures now. It's a fun little hobby, kind of is like trying to look for like a diamond in the gold, or a diamond in the rough. Is that the phrase? Like when I go shopping at like conventions looking for like rare Transformers, I always try to keep my eye out for like a Skywarp or a Seeker mold that I don't have already. Yeah. You meant your YouTube name, not IRL? Wow. It's funny that you say that because there are the same reasons. So, yeah. Pretty sure I've explained that before, but I'll say it again. My YouTube channel name was originally based solely on the Transformer, if that's what you're really curious about. If I remember correctly, way back in the day, I was originally going to try to be a Transformer review channel. Like, I used to watch Transformer action figure reviews, like, all the time. And I was gonna try to do that as, like, my thing. But then this little freaking video game got popular, known as Freddy Fazbear's. The rest is history, I suppose. The reason my name is Skywarped with an ED at the end is more because I didn't want to just be known as Skywarp. 33 because that was already taken by the Transformer. So I remember seeing this one other YouTube channel. I genuinely don't know if they're still posting because I don't know if I even know their username correctly. But I want to say it was like Soundwave'em. So kind of like Soundwave, but then they added like a at the end, so it was like Soundwave'em or something like that. That's what I want to say it was. And I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. I could use a Transformers name and then add like an ED on the end of it. And then next thing I knew, boom, this is what I had. Though, to be fair, my channel has gone through multiple iterations of like what my main content is. Like way back in the day, I used to do lots of Minecraft stuff. Maybe I'll even go back and react to some of it sometime. Could be fun. Like my super old content. Oh god. Already see the cringe compilations. Oh well. Be cool though. Okay, since you guys are requesting his belly so much, I'll make sure to try to do that on the next live, because at the moment we are already over an hour, but I do want to finish this leg before I let y'all go. Though I did start a little early, so maybe we can go a little extra long today. We'll see. Maybe I'll title next week's live stream The Belly Stream or something stupid like that. Screw when fate comes knocking, I want Color House. No! Maybe one day I'll go back through and try to recreate Color House episode 2. Because I still technically have the script. Not that it was good, because it was not. But could be quite the unique YouTube video. Oh, it's funny you say that, Alma? Because they actually just revealed a brand new Seeker mold for Thundercracker. So we already know that there's gonna be a Starscream and or a new Skywarp eventually. Because it was like literally just revealed, like, I wanna say yesterday, or maybe the day before. It was at a convention panel thing, I wanna say. Yeah! You do know. Cool. I definitely... I kind of want to pick up that Thundercracker. And I don't know if they're going to go full-blown classics mode and make like a billion versions of that original mold. Because that's kind of how it is with the ones I collect, is they're mostly the same mold. But if they make the main trio of Seekers, like Skywarp, Thundercracker, and Starscream, then I'd probably try to at least get all three. eventually, but we'll see. I don't know. I do still like watching reviews every once in a while, so I'll probably check out that Thundercracker review before I purchase him. Hopefully, I mean, from all the concept and art photos and stuff of it, it looks really well done. I'm just hoping there's not going to be like some annoying massive flaw in the mold that we have to deal with for every other Seeker. You know, I'm fingers crossed it's a good mold. It looks good from the pictures, but if the transformation sucks, then that's kind of a big deal for me. Not that I won't still collect it, but I won't, not play with it, but like sometimes I just like to have my Transformers on my desk while I'm doing stuff, and I'll just sort of flip them back and forth between modes. I don't know. I guess that does kind of count as playing with them. Grown-ass woman playing with toys. I say as I'm literally ripping an Elmo apart. Wait, why do I care? I don't. See, this leg went so much smoother. Boom, baby. This leg looks a little thicker than the other, but I think it's gonna be fine. It's not that noticeable. Get that last little bit glued in there. Come on, bro. Work with me, man. Come on, bro. There we go. Okay, let's see. Is there any more when fate comes knocking news I can share? Not exactly, but I mean, there might be some new when fate comes knocking lore in the new showcase I had posted. So, if you haven't seen that, you might be missing out. Okay. That looks pretty good. Overall, I think. You can see I'm pretty good. This leg looks a little larger than the other one. I don't know. Does he dance? Still dances. That's a good sign, right? Yeah, okay. What? I forgot he does that. I think he's gonna jump off the table if I just leave him. Ah! On that note, I think we're gonna wrap up the live stream there for today. That felt really fast. But it has already been an hour and 10 minutes, so yeah, I guess I'll try my best to, come on. I might go through and, shorten this leg a little just so it matches the other one just a little bit more. But at the moment, I think we made some pretty good progress here. We got both of his feet and legs pretty much fabric covered. All we got left are his arms, his little mitten hands, his little torso little torso belly, his belly, and then his bow tie and his head. So, still a bunch to do, but we made some pretty good progress today. Yeah. If you enjoyed this live stream, make sure to tune in next week at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays, because that is my official streaming schedule now. I try to do one live stream a week, and also post like other stuff. So, if you made it all the way to the end of this and and are having a good time, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I meant to say this at the start of the live stream, but if you want to become a channel member, it's only a couple bucks a month, and it greatly supports me financially, and I appreciate you guys so much for doing so. And it gives you a couple emojis for these live chats. So, yeah. I think that's everything to say today. We got a little healthy. We almost got a little not healthy. So this one's healthy. This one's lonely. What's the difference? And on that note,